Hey guys, welcome back. So let's try connecting to the database. So a couple of things which are required for you before connecting to the database is you need to know the driver connection, the driver name, so that you can mention that, and then you can proceed to connect. So how do we get the driver details? Is just by going here, right clicking on the connections. Remember, this is ours, login DB. We just created in the previous video. Go to properties and then the driver class here. Right. So what you just do is you just take this data and you're just gonna pass it here. All right. So now this thing is that why it is hinting at something is because the class of for name, which is the assigning of the driver, need to be inside this try catch block. So that's what it's telling us. So let's do that, and then let's have this driver information, driver manager dot get connection. So we want to pass the database URL, we're going to pass user and the password. So we're going to pick this method, and we can see soon. Sorry, that's the wrong button. Okay. Here. So how do we get the driver? The database URL is here. So we take all the way until this database name. We're going to come here and put here, and then we're going to put the database login name and then database login password. So yes, but what it is gonna be assigned to my connection object. Okay. So it's asking to import the connection class. So I'm done with that. It's not assigned, so that's why it's showing this as a not a variable called it's not used, but we're going to use it soon. But before that, we're going to create our SQL, because what we need is we need to have SQL data, which is nothing but your insert statements into the database table, which is login table, user ID, comma, password, value. So simple SQL statement, guys. I hope you are aware of this. So we're going to type user ID, comma, we're going to type password information as well, and we should be good to go. All right. So next, what we need is when we execute this, right? So we need to have the statement to be created. So with this, again, we have to import java.sql statement. So because when we execute update this data to be inserted into the database, we are going to do with this statement object. So what we do now is statement dot execute update, and then we're going to pass our SQL here. I hope you're with me, guys, here. All right. So now a couple of things which we're gonna make sure is that we're gonna just try to out dot println and say execution successful, just to know that the code has worked. All right, no problem at all. So let's do that. Let's do that here. So perfect, and then let's combine it. Multi-catch in the sense, instead of having a couple of catch statements, it can be combined into one catch statement. All right, so we are good to go here. Scale here. Okay, perfect. So what we do now is let's try to clean and build. Okay, and then run. Okay. Ashtamy is my user ID. Password is 99909. All right. So as you can see, we had our print statement, which is coming from here, guys. If you could remember, right? We outprinted onto the page itself, and also we had this small print statement here onto the page if the execution goes well. So it seems that my insert statement has been executed successfully. Let's check it by running my um, SQL statement here, and then you can see here my user ID and password has been inserted into the database. So let's revisit the code and try to understand what I've done. All right. So we have initialized our driver. So I'm using MySQL, so it's MySQL JDBC driver. And then with the driver manager, which we have initialized, we connected, we took the connection with the help of the connection string, which is, this is the database, right? And this is the machine name, all right? So this suggests that which database type it is, MySQL. And we passed our user ID and the password to connect to the database so that the connection is successful, and that connection is available to us with the help of this object, connection object. And after that, we created a string variable, and we name it as SQL, and then we put that string, what we're going to achieve, right? So we're going to insert whatever the value is coming from the form in terms of user ID and the password, which are the login credentials, to be stored into this table, login table, which is created under this login DB, as you can see here, login database, and we have a login table. So to execute this SQL statement, we need to initialize and we need to create that statement and assign it the statement object. So with the help of that, we have this method called execute update, which takes this SQL string, which is nothing but this, and does the execution, which is nothing but inserting into the database, as what we have seen now. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how you retrieve the data from the database. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.